Hey guys, we are now live. It's Crimson Live, midday edition, kind of like the Happiness Sparkles one. I have a longtime guest. We've done a couple collabs. Bandit Haze. He's a comedian, gamer. Advice giver. I think he's an art aficionado. I feel like that's a good thing to say in this. But you like art. Apparently, you like art. I'm just gonna put that out there. But yeah, big up to Bandit Haze, guys.
Hello. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I guess you could say I like art. I like creativity. I like to think I'm a creative person, at least. Thank you for the introduction. Yeah, so I'm a YouTube comedian. I do a little bit of stand-up as well. Let's say I write some poetry. I like to play piano. I'm learning to play piano. But yeah, generally, I like to be creative. I like to try new things and to experiment with different ideas and different things and try to live my life in a positive way. Not always easy, but you keep trying. And yeah, that's I guess that's who I am in a small nutshell. Big up everybody for coming through.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm just gonna say hi to Sugar Baby and the Soulless Trenchcoat. Welcome, guys. And yeah, my first question is: let's talk about your three channels first.
All right.
What got you into that? Like, what made you want to do that? Like, like, just tell us a little bit about like the start of like Bandit Haze.
Okay, so the start of Bandit Haze, how far we're going back quite well in.
So
Um,
I know
so
we're going back into the archives.
we're going back in many years.
I've
Many,
seen
many.
some old videos, my friend.
Okay, so as far as YouTube is concerned, well, I guess Bandit Haze, yeah, I mean, Bandit Haze is an old name that I've been using on the internet for a very long time. Back when I wanted to be a WWF, back when it was actually called WWF wrestler, it's now
Yeah,
called
when
WWE.
the Wildlife
Um,
Federation took over. Yeah,
Exactly. But yeah, back in the day, I wanted to be a wrestler. I thought if I'm going to ever be a wrestler, it's going to be a wrestler name. And for some reason, Bandit Hayes, out of all the names that I thought of, Bandit Hayes just seemed to stick in my head a lot. So I started using that on the internet, and that's the birth of Bandit Hayes as a name. But yeah, so come along YouTube. I guess it'd be about 5, 6 years ago now. I decided that, I mean, I've been on YouTube probably since the beginning, by the way, but not always consistently. But about 5, 6 years ago, I decided, I do want to be more consistent with YouTube. I do want to make videos for YouTube and do it as a thing.
yeah,
And I started out making videos talking about movies, doing sort of film analyses and that sort of thing. Talking about it sort of in depth, and that kind of evolved into me sort of having fun with the movies and sort of nitpicking and taking a piss a little bit and that sort of stuff.
yeah.
And from there, it kind of evolved into me just doing more comedy stuff. And I feel like for me, I know it does maybe not everybody sees it this way, especially if you only see sort of what doing YouTube. But I feel like for me personally in my life, it feels like it's come full circle because I've always enjoyed telling jokes and being like a little bit of a I don't know. I don't want to say comedian in that sense, but I've always enjoyed like making fun of things and having jokes and coming up with puns and stuff like that. So it seems like it's come back to how I've always sort of looked at life with the comedy stuff. So now, yes, I do refer to myself as a comedian, at least attempting to be one anyway.
Oh, that video I saw, transgendered. You coming at it. Oh my god. I've watched your comedy grow from the start, like really evolved, especially with like how like your pacing and like delivering the punchline and everything. You've done
Thank you.
good. But my question is, what made you decide to branch it all out into three channels?
Okay, so yeah, so with that,
I've always wanted to ask you this.
well, it kind of evolved. Oh, well, just kind of felt a natural thing. So with it started with two channels initially, where I was like, okay, there's things I want to do, but I just didn't feel like they fit in with the main channel. And then there was a period of time where it was very much up in the air and very mixed match and not really focused on any one thing. And then I was doing this on that channel, and I got to a point where I thought, okay, what I do, I feel for myself I need to be a bit more structured in terms of what do I do with this channel, what do I do with that channel. Bandit Haze, okay, I'm going to do comedy with this channel. And then Haze Days, that started out as me trying to just express myself, really. It started as a place where I was talking about poetry and what inspires me as a poet. And that kind of evolved into doing sort of vlogs. And for me, a lot of things that inspire me is video games. So I started talking about video games on the channel. So it's kind of evolved into doing like live streams there as well. So now I refer to the Haze Days as a gaming / vlog channel. At the moment, it's probably a bit more gaming than the vlog. But yeah, that's why I see that channel as a gaming / vlog channel. And then with the piano channel, I started learning piano about a little over 3.5 years ago now. Totally by accident. I wasn't really thinking I want to learn piano, but because I was actually putting out a spoken word album at the time, and I wanted to, have music on it, and I was looking for musicians, and I couldn't find. Well, I could find musicians, but no, I couldn't find anybody who I can work with, because there's people who I'd message and it wouldn't get back to me, and or they were just like being ridiculous with their pricing and that whole thing. Now, when it was before I knew Crims, but yeah, it was kind of like that, and so I thought, screw it, I'm just going to do it myself. So I bought a music program to learn how to do the music, and it came with a sort of a small MIDI keyboard. And I was thinking, okay, well, I should learn basics about how to use a keyboard, right? And I was doing that, and I thought, this is actually pretty cool. And then from there, I thought, okay, well, I'm going to buy a full keyboard and practice on that. So although I don't really do much with music production these days, I have kept up with learning piano and practicing that, because I did find that really enjoyable and just something that I was like, man, this has been missing from my life, that kind of feeling. So yeah, I've kept up that, and I thought, okay, well, let me being a YouTuber, you put things on YouTube. So I thought, okay, let me start a channel just about showing my progress with the piano. So I'm no piano expert or anything like that, but I'm learning, and hopefully people can see the progress and see. What it takes to in some regards to learn the piano. You start off, doing plink, plank, plink, and then 3-4 weeks later, 7 weeks later, months later, you're actually playing something. So
yeah,
it's an interesting journey.
No, like you start off playing like Mary Had a Little Lamb with like 3 keys, and then
right. Even then, it's just like bang, bang, bang.
That's exactly how you
right. You start off like that, and then before you know it, it's just like keep practicing every day. Every day you get a little bit better, and sometimes it's weeks, sometimes it's months, sometimes it's maybe even years. But it's like you keep going a little bit better, and before you even realize it, you're playing like a fluent piece, and it's got all that. They got the right hand doing its thing, the left hand doing its thing, and you just go, and then you just playing it fluently.
It's like a rapper going to the booth and say, I can kill this shit in like 10
Right.
minutes.
You know what I mean? And then sometimes, especially because I'm recording it, like I look back at the older pieces, or, when I was playing in the beginning, and compares what I was doing then to, what I'm doing months later. Because sometimes you don't necessarily realize your own progress, right? But when you have it recorded and you look back, you think, man, I've actually come a long way. And it's crazy, it's crazy when you look at where you were in, 4 months ago, whatever it was, to where you are now, and just think, wow.
Yeah.
That's because you stuck with something, it's crazy. But
no, it's true. Going back to your old videos, you always see like an improvement, and I don't know why.
Right.
But yeah, basically, like I've seen Haze, like he does like Super Mario. He does the jingle to Super Mario, and I've seen that evolve. I've seen his Beethoven. He does Beethoven. If you guys want to hear a mean Beethoven, go check out his channel.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
But yeah,
check me out, y'all. 3 channels. Check me out.
3 channels, man. You'll never be bored with Haze. When did you know you were good at giving advice? Did you always give advice?
Am I good at giving advice?
I think you're always giving advice to like people like Bantaman and Belgian Jan. Like every time I come in, like they're asking about like school and stuff, and you're very good at giving advice for sure. So
I haven't really thought about it in that way. I mean, I guess I do give advice. I've never really thought myself as someone who's being particularly good at it, but yeah, I guess I do give advice on the streams. I mean, the live streams that we do, that we talk about all kinds of stuff in the end. I'm open to people talking about pretty much whatever. Of course, certain limits, right? But I think generally speaking, I'm open for people to talk about whatever they want to talk about. For me, the live streams have always been more about the community than the video game. The video game's there we play it, and we talk about that, and that's all cool. But to me, it's always been about the community, and always been more about interacting with people. And sometimes people want to talk about, you know, they're at school, or they want to talk about, you know, a girl that they fancy, or they want to talk about, you know, something at work or whatever. And you know, I don't know if I'm good at giving advice, but I do know that, you know, I'm an old man who's who's worn many hats over the years. So I might, I'm not sure, you know, I might know something that can help. And if it does, great, you know, but if not, then, you know, we try something else. You know what I mean? We don't give up.
Bill, that's the thing. You know, giving advice comes from personal experience, right?
Right. Yeah.
So, you know, if you're wearing those hats, you know, someone may have not wear those hats and they may need advice. But yeah, I observe, you know, like I see things. You know, hey, you know what I mean? Like I see things. So yeah, is there a topic you'd want to discuss on Haze Knows?
Haze knows. What?
No, you know your series.
Oh, so right, Haze. Okay, yeah. So yeah, my bad. Yeah, Haze explains. Haze. Yeah, Haze knows everything. Asterisk. So yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of where, I guess, where the comedy bit started with Haze explains, really. At least with the YouTube comedy, I should say.
Yeah.
Haze explains. Yeah, we pretty much talk about most topics. I mean, I've got a list of stuff that I want to do at some point, so I'd have to write them down. But I can't really think of any right now, actually. But yeah, there's definitely stuff that at some point I would want to talk about. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much open to just about anything. You know, Haze explains the idea for those who might not know, which is probably most of you, to be honest. But so I have a series called Haze Explains, and the idea is that Haze knows everything, asterisk. I don't know everything, but it's just kind of a fun thing that we do, where I take a topic, some of them are requested videos, and I'll explain the topic in a way that is hopefully, you know, funny, and, you know, maybe just a little bit informative. You know, we'll see. But, you know, yeah, that's kind of general idea behind it.
My favorite one that you did was you explained, you know, the Chung-Li Street Fighter whole timeline, and you also the Ghostbusters one, the female Ghostbusters.
Right, yeah.
Those two were my favorite, you know, that but yeah, you guys definitely need to check that out. Like, you know, like not everybody has, you know, like a doctor's degree or anything, but, you know, there's some YouTubers you want to check in, you want to hear their 2 cents. And definitely when you get to know Haze, you'll see that.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
I'm just going to say hi to everybody in the chat that's come in.
Yeah, hello, everyone.
So we have the Heart of Comedy, we have Creepy Crawler, we have Black Death. I'll be moving soon, so I'm hoping to get back to doing video. Yeah, we need to collab soon, Black Death. We haven't done a song either. Creepy Crawler too. Hey, yep, it's true. Cammy SS. We have the Midnight Raven. Yeah, you give it good advice to Midnight Raven. I know that. We got Belgian Dan in here.
Big up, Danny.
Yeah. Who else do we got? We got Christian. And that's it. Lee Showron and Soulless Trenchcoat and Terrier Monster. So that's it. We've done our roll call. So what are some of your favorite games growing up?
Favorite games? Well, my favorite game of all time is The Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time.
Yes.
Right there.
That's right.
Oh, maybe not cover his head, actually. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, my favorite game of all time. I mean, I know it's pretty dated by now, I know, but it's just for the time that I played it. You know, I was maybe 18, 19 or stuff like that at the time I played it for the first time. And it just blew my mind. I mean, I've played great games before that, you know, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. What else did I play? Loads of stuff.
I know one of your favorites is Street Fighters. I have a question.
Oh yeah, definitely Street Fighter's old school. Street Fighter 2. And yeah, lots of great games I played, but I think by the time Legend of Zelda came around, it's maybe the first time, at least in my memory, that I played a game where I just felt like, wow. You know, you got to the end of it and just felt like, wow. I felt like I just accomplished something. You know, it's not just beating a game. This was an achievement. You know, this is a moment in history. You know, it felt like that. This is not just a game. It just felt like that. But yeah, no, plenty of great games. So yeah, Street Fighter, a long history. Street Fighter, bunking off school to go play Street Fighter at the arcades. Don't bunk off school, kids. But yeah, we used to do that back in the day. Mortal Kombat.
You always have Guile's music playing in the background.
Yeah, no, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah, Guile's theme makes everything better, doesn't it?
I got inspired by you to use like video game music and edits. You know that, right? Like I've been using like 8-bit music and stuff like that.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah, you know, we all inspire each other at the end of the day, for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, you know, it's on YouTube actually. I found a lot of the pretty much. I think most, if not all, of the old school 8-bit tracks you can use pretty much royalty free. I think. At least I've never had any issues with like Street Fighter themes or Trantor the Last Stormtrooper. That's another old school game back in the day as well. But
the only problem you have is I find it's with Nintendo. Nintendo will copyright anything.
Oh right, yes, yeah. Nintendo do have issues. My bad. Yeah.
No,
pretty much everyone else is fine. I think. Don't take my word for it. I might be wrong, but
no,
at least Street Fighter's fine anyway. Street Fighter's fine. Like, that much I know. Street Fighter's fine,
like,
and Golden Axe is fine, and Doom is fine.
Yeah, you won't be able to hear like, you know, Super Mario World jingle or the Legend of Zelda song. I got like it all blocked one time. Like they were just not having it when I played the Legend of Zelda the first time. They just blocked it in all countries. They're just like, no. But I got away with it another time, which is weird. But yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo is known for that, Danny. Definitely known for that.
Yeah, let me just take a look at the chat. Yeah, Nintendo is very known for that. Crims's alter ego is Link. Actually, Link was like my boy like growing up. Like I loved Zelda. Like I've speedrun the first Zelda I don't know how many times. You know, like A Link to the Past, everything. Ocarina of Time is one of my. I don't like Majora's Mask though.
Majora's Mask was alright. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, but I felt like, I guess because it was coming off of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and that blew my mind so much. Majora's Mask could have been a great game, but it was just, you know what I mean? Maybe if Majora's Mask came out first, I'd have a different opinion on it, but it didn't, so I don't.
Midnight Raven asks, "What's your first console?" Yeah, if you guys have any questions for Bandit Haze, leave it in the chat.
My first specific games console was a Master System 2, which I bought for £60 way back in 1991, 92. No, I think it was 91. I saved up my money for it. We didn't get pocket money as kids. We didn't get pocket money, but we got dinner money. We got £5 a week dinner money. So I didn't eat school dinners for weeks.
Yeah,
I think it works out to about one whole school term plus a little bit of another school term, because we didn't get pocket money during half terms, so we didn't get dinner money during half terms. So there's like a break where we didn't get anything, and then a whole of the next term. So yeah, it was a long time it took without food at school. But yeah, finally bought it, and it came with Alex Kidd in Wonderland, or Alex Kidd in Miracle World, as it's also known as. And yeah, I played the hell out of that game, man, so much. That's not the first gaming machine we had, though. So that's the first sort of console. But we did before that have a Amstrad computer, and we also had a Sinclair computer.
That's so old school. It's not
old school. Yeah, proper old school. This is going back to like 85, I think, 85, 86.
Wolfenstein. Like that.
Didn't have Wolfenstein. Didn't have any of the proper famous games. We had some sort of smaller, not so known games. I think the most famous game I had was probably I can't remember what it's called. Solomon's Key. I think it's probably the most popular game I had at the time.
I don't know why.
Solomon's Key. That's probably the most popular one. But yeah, that was a pretty cool game. It was the first game actually. That was the first, to my mind anyway. It was the first game I can remember actually completing. It was the first game of Solomon's Key. You get all the way to the end, and all that happens is that it just starts you right from the beginning again. Like there was no, because back in there you didn't have end credits. Or at least most games didn't. They didn't have end credits and things like that back in the day. So you just get to the end, and it just starts you right from the beginning. And it was like a puzzle game. We have to like break blocks to find your way through, and you can only break certain blocks and certain amount. I can't remember how it goes exactly, but yeah, it was a cool game. It was a cool game.
Yeah,
but before that, we had like the Game & Watch. We had like the LCD screens. This is going back to like 1981, 82, 83, that kind of area. So yeah, I'm old school when it comes to games, man. Old school.
You guys know I love any channel that loves old school stuff. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, Midnight Raven says thanks, and yep, it's true. Says my first console was an Atari. I'm just checking out. You don't look old enough to have been playing Zelda at 18. That's what Creepy Crawler said. She's hitting on you.
You know what? It's just because that it's the image quality. It makes me look younger than I actually am. You know what I mean? If it was like a super duper like Blu-ray high def stream, then you might see all like the wrinkles and things, but like it gets a bit hidden. You might
Hey,
start seeing my gray hairs and stuff like that, but it gets a bit hidden with the light bouncing off my bald head. Um,
I thought you were my age when I first met you, but yeah, definitely Hayes knows how to keep up appearances for sure. Hey Christian Janicki, I said hi to you before. I guess you didn't hear me. And then yep, it's true goes yeah.
yeah, what's up, Mandy?
Oh, Mandy's in here. Oh, you know we love us some Wasteland Princess. I still call her that.
You know it.
Like I don't care. I'm still gonna call her that shit. All right, so let's go back to the questions.
All right.
Who was your favorite wet dream growing up?
My favorite wet dream.
Have like celebrity crush?
I'm not. Actually, you know what? When I was a kid, well, teenage-ish years, there was a few ladies that because back then it was all about all that that kind of stuff like Nuts, was it Loaded magazine and FHM magazine and that whole thing. No, that's a long time ago. I'm not no more. But there was one lady back then that I really really fancied called Melinda Messenger. She's a model. I think she's still modeling now actually. But yeah, I remember I had posters on my wall of Melinda Messenger, and I had a few other girls as well, but I think Melinda Messenger I had the most of. And I can't even remember why I liked her a lot at the time. I think it was something to do. I read an interview, and I think if I remember correctly, her birthday and my birthday around about the same time. I might be wrong on that because I really can't remember the reason why I had more Melinda. Because I mean, she's a pretty lady, and there's lots of pretty ladies, but I just can't remember specifically. I think it was something to do with their birthdays, but I don't know. It was a long time ago. It was a long time ago.
Oh,
I'm probably forgetting reasons and things.
I'll share mine. I was a big fan of the whole pop star movie stars in the '90s, like
Right,
Hewitt and Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah.
Crushing on those, oh my. And Terrier Monster says, creepy crawler, I also checked the chat above and did not find the question. What question? No one asked the question, you bloody perv. No one asked. Oh, I think she said because I said you were coming on to her. Or she was coming on to you. Who's your favorite Street Fighter character? That's what someone asked.
Oh, Ken, easy. Ken. That's not even Ken. Ken, 100% Ken.
I get first.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, I do like a lot of Street Fighter characters. Ken has just always been my favorite to play as. That being said, I'm probably better as in Bison than I am as Ken. But Ken's just always been a favorite of mine. Just I like his style. I like, he's similar to Ryu, but he does that little bit extra, at least in the old school Street Fighters he did. But I think in truth, I'm probably a little bit better as in Bison than I am with Ken. But I like Ken.
It's funny how you pick Ken because I pick Ryu.
Ryu's cool though. Ryu's cool, but I think I just like Ken's kind of cockiness a little bit, even though it's not good to be cocky. But I did like it. I just felt made for an interesting character in a video game.
I like Ryu because he's more kind of like cool and suave and chill. You know what I mean? He's just like too cool for school. You know what I mean? Gremlins 1 or 2. Someone's looking at. That's what the Soulless Trench.
Oh right. Yeah. But
that was on TV the other day. I showed my 9-year-old nephew Gremlins, and he was just like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "This is what I grew up watching. I loved Gremlins. It was on.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Did you play the game?
I didn't play the game. But to answer the question, I'd probably go with Gremlins 1. That being said, I love Gremlins 2. I think it's a great film. But if I had to pick, I'd probably go Gremlins 1 just because it is the original. It's a classic. And it had the whole thing about the rules, establishing those rules. So, and at the end, when it has that serious message, about, people not paying attention or people not doing what you ask them and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'd have to go Gremlins 1. But Gremlins 2 is a fantastic film. The new batch. But no, I never played any of the Gremlins games.
Yeah, just sorry to interrupt you, but yep, it's true. I'll be playing Punch-Out real soon on my second channel. Punch-Out is the shit. I love Punch-Out. Have you played Punch-Out?
I haven't actually. I haven't.
Oh, you got to.
I've never played Punch-Out.
some of the old NES games you kind of have to grow up playing, but like, yeah, that was one of my favorites growing up. Soulless Trenchcoat says I prefer the first one too. Yeah, they don't make them like sequels, you know, like they used to, and like that's a whole nother topic of discussion. But,
Yeah. Yeah, times are changing. Times are changing.
Talk about that for probably an hour. Like, but if you had to choose, my question was if you had to choose God of War or Street Fighter.
Oh,
see what I mean? I knew you.
You know what? I think right now these days I'd probably go with God of War. You know, I mean, don't get me. I mean, I love Street Fighter. Definitely got a lot of memories with Street Fighter. But I think in truth, the new Street Fighter games don't really appeal to me as much because they seem to be pushing more towards the pro style players or the amateur pro style players, which is fine. I'm not hating on them for going in that direction. It's where they want to go, appeal to the more esports type crowd, which is fine. That's what they want to do. But it doesn't really. Because I like to play it once in a while and then come back to it. But when like all you've got is like these people who just play the game all day, every day, it just kind of gets a bit after a while. So yeah, I'll probably go with God of War right now. But yeah, take me back 20, 30 years, Street Fighter easily.
Hey Maurice, what's up? Yeah, definitely. Mandy's just saying goodbye, and yep, it's true. Says Breath of the.
I appreciate coming through, Mandy. Laters.
Yeah, I hope your son gave you a good Mother's Day gift. I know.
Love, respect, strength.
Oh, is that sign language?
Yes. Wasteland Princess and I have that little thing.
Oh, I know.
Love, respect, strength. No, support. So I did it wrong. Love, respect, support. That's how it goes. Yeah.
We got to encourage her to make more content. And. Yeah, Creepy Crawler says prefer Ninja Gaiden or DMC.
Ninja Gaiden easily. I liked DMC. DMC 1 was pretty cool. DMC 2. I never played 3 or 4. I think there was a 5th one as well. I never played either. But I did play DMC, the new DMC Devil May Cry with the younger Dante, and I didn't like that at all. But yeah, between that being said, the old school Ninja Gaidens, I didn't like those very much. But the newer, well, I guess it's kind of old now, but when they re-released it on the Xbox, that Ninja Gaiden to me was incredible. So yeah, I'd go with Ninja Gaiden over Devil May Cry.
All right. And I guess we've talked about movies, we've talked about music. Describe your perfect date.
The one that says yes.
I'm sure there's lots of people that would say yes. Come on.
Start the ones that say yes, and it's like, yeah.
You're just like, yeah, step one, next step, keep it
just don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up.
I know exactly what you mean.
I don't know. Perfect day. I guess it's just a nice, enjoyable evening with somebody with good company, good conversation. I mean, I'm not personally that fussy about candle lights and all that kind of stuff. As long as you're with somebody that you can enjoy their company, that's a good date for me.
You strike me as a Netflix and chill.
Not really. I mean, I like Netflix. I mean,
I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing with you, buddy. Yeah. And everybody loves Netflix. It's the best way to get it on, But who's someone you really wish you could have stayed in contact with in your life? Told you this shit'll get deep.
Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest. I mean, I think out of the people who I'm still in contact with from like school and that whole thing, I'm pretty happy with the people I'm in contact with, and I don't see them every day, or we don't speak every day. They live in different parts of the country, some different parts of the world, but we talk every now and then on Facebook, or things like that. And so I'm pretty cool that in that way. That there's certainly a few people from school that I'm not in contact with, but when I think about it, I feel like if somebody was supposed to be in your life, they would be, and if somebody really wanted to be in your life, then they would be. And for the people who, for one reason or other, don't talk to you anymore or don't reply to your messages anymore, it is what it is. I don't feel like I'm going to miss them. If they feel like our time as a friend has come to an end, then hey, it is what it is. If they want to move on, then cool. I'm not going to hold on to this. I wish there was, because at the end of the day, I think people come into your life.
What it could have.
because it's just you had that time and it was good, and if they felt for whatever reason it's come to an end, then it is what it is. So I guess in that respect, it'd be nice, I suppose, if some people were still in contact with, but at the end of the day, I don't miss anybody in terms of, oh, I wish they would come. No, not like that.
No,
It's
that's
just
a
you
good
had your time.
Yeah,
And that the time is over, and should that time come back again? And hey, I'm open to that, but I'm not I'm not waiting for it.
yeah,
I
absolutely.
feel like those people have gone, and that's less space for meet people like Crimson. So it opened, one door closes, another door opens, as they say. So you know what I mean? It's so good, so good.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just reading Terrio Monster's comment. Did you see it?
um, and it reminds me of Method Man in How High. Okay, I have seen How High. I can't remember much of it right now, but okay, cool. I like Method Man. I could take that. I could take that.
Method
I can
Man is
dig it.
great. Method Man's a
Yeah.
great rapper. That's such
METHOD man. METHOD man.
the Rockweiler. That song is a classic.
Mm.
What,
Cow.
yay, Crimson love and support. Yeah, thank you so much, Midnight. I'd love to have you on the panel one day. Most money spent on a game, Bandit. Everyone wants to know about your video game.
So good. Are we including inflation in that? I mean, most money spent on the game.
I probably spent more money on a game given the fact I play anime games for a living.
Mm.
So yeah, I can understand.
Yeah, I think to my memory, I'm not to be honest. I won't say this is definitely the most I spent on the game because it might not be, but because I've bought a lot of games over the years, and definitely some that I spent more money on than I probably should have. But to my memory, it's probably God of War, the new God of War, because I try not to spend more than £40 on a brand new game, and even then, it's like only if I really, really want it. God of War cost me £50.
Which is about
So that's probably somewhere around. I mean, I guess about 70, maybe $80 Canadian. I think, give or take.
yeah, that's insane.
So that's it's definitely the most I spent in recent times, and the most I spent to my memory. But yeah, there's definitely some games I could think like I bought the orange box, the Half-Life 2 collector's edition orange box, which I think at the time was about £30, and if you account for inflation, that's probably the equivalent of about 50, £60 in today's money. Because so yeah. There's I think the orange box is actually the first time I ever bought a special edition actually, or any kind of collector's edition game. And it came with, it was Half-Life 2, and it came with some like Team Fortress and some other stuff as well. And a T-shirt, came with a T-shirt. It was not an orange box, by the way. It was actually a silver tin that it came in. But yeah, there was that.
I know it's just a cash grab, but they really get you if you really like that game. Like
Right.
I paid $100 for Tales of Exilia for PS3, and I got like a statue of like the main character. You get like pamphlets with like artwork from behind the scenes, like director's cuts. They throw all that stuff in there, and the game becomes like $120 at the end of the day. So like they really
get you, yeah.
The trick is, guys, if you want to get a game, wait about 3 to 4 months, and it'll go down in price.
Indeed. Unless you really, really want it, you can't wait at all.
Persona 5. You know what I mean? And that was PS3 too.
By the way, I just checked. £50 is $86 Canadian. So yeah.
Whoa, I was on point there. I guessed about 85. All right. So if you had all the money in the world, what would be the first thing you'd buy? If you were to win the lottery.
I don't know, maybe a new computer. Which, I mean, I don't know if I need to win a lottery to buy a new computer, but yeah. I'm not really a materialistic person, to be honest. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like to have nice things, but I like to have things that I like. I like movies, I like video games, I like computers, that sort of thing. So I'm not really thinking, I need to get this fancy Ferrari or whatever. I don't even, that doesn't interest me that much, to be honest.
What about like family money? Like
yeah.
You have any family or friends? Like, would you want to like take them out, or you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I don't know. I might take him to a chicken shop or something, or
Oh my
to,
God. Chicken
or actually, no, no. I could do better than that. If I won the lottery, I could probably go to Nando's, I guess, and
man, they make the best chicken. We have
they do good chicken at Nando's for real.
definitely. I love fried chicken. When I watch the guys' live streams, I'm always eating chicken. I know that as Hayes, I'm just eating chicken and listening to you. But I lost my train of thought there. Chicken shop. Oh yeah, basically, Bandit Haze made a rap one time where he was.
Okay, yeah, 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 yeah.
I told you I'd be going back. That was like 6 months ago. But yeah, are we ever gonna see any more raps?
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, I do have some ideas for more raps, and there's some stuff that I've kind of written down a little bit, but I guess I need to get back to it and complete it. But yeah, God willing, I'd like to do more of that. So yeah, I did. Was it a non-diss track for people who don't like diss tracks? I can't remember what I called it there. It was a long title about it not being a diss track, but in the style of the whole diss track thing, where I kind of went with it there, and it was a lot of fun doing it. It was a lot of fun doing it, a lot of fun shooting it and putting it together. It's definitely a slightly different process than say than the regular videos that I do. But so it was fun to see something different. So yeah, hopefully God willing to do more of them.
Making music videos, it's tough, but I would love to make a music video with you one day. Like we should
man.
do that up. Hang on, just let me open up the chat. It just kind of closed on me. We got Vlog from the Bog here. Hey, hello, Dave. Do you know Dave?
I don't think so, but what's up, homie? How you doing, my man?
Oh no, it's just an ongoing joke we have. There's this
Oh, right, okay.
apparently there's this commercial in the UK of this guy, and he has like a toaster face, and he opens the door, he goes, "Hello, Dave," and he has a Tic Tacs commercial. Like it's an advert in the UK, I don't know, but Vlog from the Bog, whenever he comments on videos, like he wrote on my Instagram one time, he's like, "Hello, Dave." So yeah, we have this thing. I promised my best friend if I ever win or came in a decent amount of money, I would take her to America. She's always wanted to go, and it's been on her bucket list forever. Yeah, Creepy tried out for The Voice or X Factor.
All right, awesome.
Yeah, you've seen it. Like we've done a couple songs together. What's a game you're looking forward to coming out? That's what the Midnight Raven asked.
Probably a few games actually. So definitely The Last of Us 2 be one of them. Red Dead Redemption 2 as well.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
I guess those are probably the two main ones. But then outside of that, there'd be Death Stranding just to see what it actually is in the end. Not State of Decay. What's the other one? Days Gone. That looks pretty cool. Yeah. I was also thinking for now. It's probably 2 hours. I'm sure that I'm missing. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. But yeah,
people are still riding the wave of God of War. So once God of War loses interest, there'll be another
yeah.
game. I remember Secret of Mana remake was the big thing at one point. Also, Depends Solo is the game multiplayer. Yeah, The Voice. Yeah, I don't understand what she meant by that. The Soulless Trenchcoat says, if a version of you from an alternate Earth was trying to kill you for a good reason, would you let them kill you?
Okay.
I love that. Is the best question
ever.
Yeah,
that's interesting. Okay, so
Terminator shit right there.
Here's the thing though. If a version of me was trying to kill myself from a version of me from another alternate universe was trying to kill myself for a good reason, I'd have to trust that he's telling me the truth, and I'm not sure I can trust myself. I think he'd be lying to me about the reasons why I must die. I'd be like, no, wait a minute, like why do I have to die? Why don't you die?
I could just see it happening. You'd be like, hey bro, you're gonna die now. Everything will be okay.
It's like if your future self came back to you and was like, "Oh yeah, you have to die in order for the future." It's like, wait a minute, I'm not sure I can trust this guy. He knows things that I don't know.
That's very anime, dying for the bigger humanity and for honor. Get the fuck out of my universe, bitch.
Get out. Get out.
Call of Duty fan or no?
It's alright. I mean, I'm not a fan of it. I did play a lot. Well, I think I still got it actually. No, I don't. I don't. But I did play Call of Duty Black Ops 3, which I enjoyed. I thought it was an okay game, but I wouldn't. They're definitely not a fan in the sense I don't buy them every year. I might buy them once every, I don't know, 5 or 6 years or something, maybe. This new one coming out though, Black Ops 4. I saw the trailer for it. It does still look pretty cool. But you'll see if I even get it or not. Because it's a battle royale they're going for this time round. And the last few battle royale games, well, the last battle royale game I played I didn't like very much, which was Fortnite. And I know everybody loves Fortnite right now. But when I played it quite a few times. I just couldn't get into it. So, but yeah, that's a popular thing right now. So yeah,
I tried it on my second channel. Like, I got so many views for it. You have no idea. Like, people want to see Fortnite.
Right? Yeah, people love it. You know, people want to see it, but it's like I just can't. This game's just it's
popular. It's too popular.
It's popular, but it's popular. It's free. And I just can't bring myself to like it.
I'm kind of
as a YouTuber, it's kind of like, damn it, you know what I mean? Like, but it is what it is, man.
I'm kind of interested to see one-player mode though. Like, I would want to see how they would take the multiplayer aspect and put it to like a one-player mode. But then I'd be bored of that. I'd be like, I just want to see like gameplay of that one time just to see how it goes down, But. Someone asked, would you rather fight Frankenstein or Bigfoot?
Well, Frankenstein. But I'm going to be a little bit pedantic here because I'm assuming you meant Frankenstein's monster. But since you said Frankenstein, I'm going to go with Frankenstein. Frankenstein was the doctor who wasn't particularly strong at all. So I think I could beat him in a fight. But yeah. But yeah, I assume you meant Frankenstein's monster. So if go by that, Frankenstein's monster or Bigfoot, I'll go with Bigfoot. I think I could probably beat Bigfoot before I beat Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein's monsters. Actually, the book. If you read the book Frankenstein or the Modern Day Prometheus by Mary Shelley, what you find is that Frankenstein's monster was actually very intelligent. It was freakishly strong and very intelligent. So not only could he just tear you apart, but he'll intelligently tell you apart. So yeah, I think in a fight I probably pick Bigfoot over Frankenstein's monster. Just because I think I have a better chance against Bigfoot.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing about Bigfoot is you gotta find that guy. He's like, where's Waldo? Like, where are you gonna find like Bigfoot? You know what I mean?
Oh, and that too. He's not seen.
Find him through the smoke screens, right? So it would be tricky to kill Bigfoot for sure. I still haven't played Fortnite, so no idea how good it is, says Belgian Dan. I can't.
Yeah, not very well, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like the whole, Hunger Games vibe to it, but that's about it. Vlog from the Box says Fortnite should only be played once every 2 weeks. Yeah.
I see what you did there.
I did too. David Norman retracted his message. I don't know why. What does a man with a 3-foot cock have for breakfast? Well, this morning I had a boiled egg. Oh my god. YouTube blocked that for me. Are you a virtual reality fan?
I like virtual reality when I tried it out. Last year sometime, maybe a couple of years ago. I can't remember when. It was a while ago anyway. But yeah, I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. I would like to do it more often, but I couldn't say I'm a fan of it because one, I don't have virtual reality to play that much. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's definitely something that I'm interested in. But yeah, I'm not sure I could say I'm a fan of it just yet.
And I have a question for my questions. What's your favorite bromance on TV?
I actually don't really watch television, so I don't know what's showing.
Siegfried and Roy, peanut butter and jelly.
I
don't know.
Favorite bromance? I don't know. I guess I don't know. Well, this doesn't. I know it's not quite TV, but the Captain American Iron Man bromance was pretty cool in the movies. So I'll go with that.
You know who I'm gonna go with? You know, on The Simpsons, you know, in the bar, Carl and Lenny. Like
All
that,
right, yeah.
yeah, that's definitely a bromance right there for sure.
Yeah, there's something there. Yeah,
They kind of
friendship. It's a friendship.
hint at it. They kind of hint at it. There's more going on, but the soulless trench coat says if you had a weapon that you could use to that could cause the zombie apocalypse, would you use it? So if you had the chance to cause the zombie apocalypse, would you?
Um, if I knew that, no, I have to say no. I mean, I don't think I would. I don't think I would if I knew that this is what's going to happen. I think there'd be. I mean, to be honest, I think we're kind of heading towards a zombie apocalypse right now, anyway. But but if it was within my power to cause those zombie apocalypse or to prevent a zombie apocalypse, I think I'd like to think that I would go with no, that I wouldn't. But then again, I might be pissed off that day, so
Yeah, exactly.
I would like to screw it. I'll show them.
And what's a common thing? What makes someone a hero in your eyes?
Somebody who puts in work. I mean, if we're talking about just everyday people, I feel like people who take care of themselves, take care of their families, take care of their communities. In fact, I pull up a video, I think last week, actually talking about the Apu, from Simpsons, situation with the documentary. And the thing that kind of bugged, and I haven't actually seen a documentary because it's not really available anywhere I can watch legally. But the thing that kind of bugged me, that kind of stood out when they were talking about Apu being a negative stereotype. And I'm thinking, okay, well, Apu's somebody who's, I mean, granted, I know Simpsons, they kind of lampoon things a little bit. They have fun with the characters, whatever. But when you look at the core of it, Apu's somebody who works hard, takes care of his family, his wife, his children, and that to me is that can never be a negative stereotype. You know what I mean? That, like you say, in fact, before the chat, you said that we're not all rocket scientists. We're not all going to have these great, high-paying, high-position jobs. But, for people who are, putting in, doing the best they can with what they have, I mean, putting the food on the table, putting a roof over your head. I mean, how can you call that a negative stereotype? You know what I mean? That to me was just such a insult to people who are just trying their best. So to me, a hero is somebody who, just puts in work. If you put in work, you're not doing anything like illegal or immoral or anything like that. You're not hurting anybody. You're taking care of yourself. You take care of your family. Take care of your community. That to me is a hero.
Yeah, I think that's a really great answer. And I'm just gonna play devil's advocate. I think they meant like with the Apu stereotype. Like the episode where he had like 8 kids and like like they're all quintuplets and stuff like that. And he has a brother, Sanji, and stuff like that. Like those little things, but at the end of the day, like you said in the video, it's like people are just finding something to bitch about because it's a thing to do.
I mean, I get that. I get that, but I just feel like it's Oh, sorry, one says a little bug on my screen.
I love Apu, the show. Him and
it's more like, okay, because I get it. They're kind of lampooning things a little bit. They're taking a few liberties here and there. But it's not a case of like they only do that with Apu. You know what I mean?
They do it with everyone.
Right. And it's never at a point where you're looking at it like saying, oh, they're trying to say these type of people are stupid. You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not a big fan of The Simpsons just in general. I don't think it's as funny as a lot of people think it is. And I haven't watched it for a long time. But when I have watched it, they've never done anything that's been like, oh, yeah, see those people? They're stupid. Now, they've never done any kind of jokes like that. Yeah, they've taken a piss. They've played around stereotypes a little bit as well. Well, more than a little bit. But it's never been to the point where they just insulted an entire race of people. So what if he has 8 kids? People in the world have 8 kids. I mean, plenty of families, not just Asian families, but plenty of families have 8, 9, whatever kids, 10 kids. In fact, there was a movie, one of my favorite movies actually, called Cheaper by the Dozen, about a man and a wife who have like 12 kids. So, a white family. So it's not like, only they're trying to say only Asian families have, loads of people have big families. You know what I mean? It's not an uncommon thing. So what if he's Asian and he has a big family? Why is that? And even then, why is that a negative stereotype? It's like, he's still taking care of his kids. He's not abandoning them, is he? You know what I mean? How's that negative stereotype? Man's got 8 kids. He's taking care of all of them.
Hayes is a little heated.
Man's putting in work. Man's putting in work. I'm just saying, like, how can you be like, oh, he's a negative stereotype? He's got 8 kids. So that's eight kids he's raising up in a good way. That's eight fine citizens the world's about to have thanks to that man and his wife. So nah, miss me with that bullshit.
Interior Monster says you did a great definition of a hero. And Soulless Trenchcoat says Marvel or DC or
Marvel. Oh, wait, so you had to finish the question. My bad. Sorry.
Oh, no,
sorry.
No worries.
Answer too quickly. Sorry.
The Soulless Trenchcoat loves superheroes and stuff. So yes, Marvel or DC or Valiant or Image.
All right. Okay. So there's other. Yeah, still Marvel. Yeah, still Marvel. Yeah. No. Here's the thing. Marvel because of Spider-Man, mainly because I grew up being a big Spider-Man fan from the comics, the cartoons back in the day as well. Also Gambit, Wolverine, X-Men used to read. So yeah, and the DC, I like the old school Batman movies and Superman. The old school Superman with Christopher Reeve, one of my favorite movies of all time. Superman 1, 2, and 3, especially 3, some of my favorite movies of all time. But the comics, they've never interested me. When I've read the DC comics, I've never found them that interesting. Even like the Dark Knight Returns, which is one of the greatest, or a lot of people say is one of the greatest Batman comics out there. Written back in like 85 or 86 or something like that by Frank something or other. I can't remember his name right now. But anyway, but yeah, I tried reading it. It just bored me so much. I just couldn't. I did enjoy the Killing Joke though. That was pretty cool. But yeah, most of the comics, the DC comics just didn't do it for me. So yeah, for me, Marvel all the way. And right now, back in the day, like back in sort of the 80s, I would have said that DC made better movies than Marvel. I think that would have been very... I think that everyone would agree with that. DC made better movies than Marvel back in the 80s. But right now, Marvel's bringing it home. Marvel's bringing it home. Like Infinity War. If you've not seen Infinity War, oh my days, you need to see Infinity War. Oh my days, you need to see Infinity War. It's such great film. Great film. I won't say too much.
I have to definitely check it out. I've been wanting to see Deadpool too.
Be still, my heart. That's what I'm gonna say about Infinity Wars. Be still, my heart.
Oh, exactly. Gambit, nice. How do you feel about him being played by Channing Tatum in the upcoming Solo film?
Not a problem at all. I like Channing Tatum. I think he's a great actor. I liked him in G.I. Joe. I liked him in Step Up. He did Step Up movies as well. He's pretty cool there too. And another film he did called Fighting. And of course 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street as well. So yeah, I like Channing Tatum. I think he's a good actor. I think he got. I think there was a little bit of a backlash with him, but then he was in what's that movie? Hateful Eight. He had a small part of Hateful Eight where he did the kind of what's the accent? Oh, flipping out. What's it called? I won't say gumbo. That's just food. Cajun. No, he did that kind of New Orleans Cajun, New Orleans accent there, and yeah, he did it pretty well. So I feel like, I have no problem with Channing Tatum playing Gambit. It's all cool with me, man. It's all cool with me.
Somebody or a creepy ass thought I asked you something about fisting, and I said Haze likes a good fist. Right up there. Like Team Rocket style when they like fly out of the she just starts laughing. Probably time to go back to my corner. I could just see Creepy with their dunce cap on, like the big she's getting the strap, guys. Squidbillies, yes or no? I don't know what Squidbillies are.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
And Vlog from the Bog likes Batman.
Man, I'm Batman. The Christopher Nolan Batman movies were fantastic. They really were. Yeah, and the last few movies they've done with DC have just been.
It's like with the James Bond franchise. It used to be good back in the day, and now it's just horrible.
I feel like with James Bond, to be honest, I mean, my personal opinion is that it's guns, gadgets, girls. And that's every single James Bond movie. Guns, gadgets, girls. Even the newer ones where they tried to tone it down a bit. It's all guns, gadgets, girls. And I feel like once you've seen one, you've pretty much seen them all. There's not a whole lot of difference. And to be fair, I haven't seen a lot of the newer James Bond movies. But out of the ones I have seen, it just feels like there's not a massive amount of difference.
And that's why this
one movie to another.
It's kind of like Charlie's Angels. It's like after a while, you just get the whole vibe of the show. You know what I mean? It's like you can only do so much with James Bond. Like the next, you know, like the next one is going to be him getting his like HIV test results.
They should do that with James Bond, like him, like coming back, like one of his some girl that he was with, he had AIDS and he contracted the AIDS virus or something, and the whole episode, the whole movie is him trying to cure AIDS once and for all, and it ends with a message: some things you can't cure.
Tomorrow never dies.
But
That's
James
the whole
Bond
new meaning to that. You know what I mean? Did you know there was a remake for the GoldenEye game for Wii?
Yes, I did. I never played it, but I did know about it. The original GoldenEye I played it back in the 64, but yeah, I never did play the remake. I think at the time they're just trying to cash in on the idea of, because everybody still loved GoldenEye. And from what I saw of it, it just didn't look that interesting, to be honest. So I didn't bother with it. And for me, GoldenEye was a game of its time. I think a lot of what I loved about GoldenEye was at that time we were playing it. It was like myself, I got three. I actually have 5 brothers. How many brothers do I have actually? Yeah, I've got 5 brothers. I got 2 men. I lost count. I've got 5 brothers, but the oldest lives in another country. So it's just 4 of us that were at home, and we'd play the 4-player on GoldenEye when we're all. Well, I guess I was a teenager, sort of late teenage years. My older brothers were late teenage years. Then my 2 younger brothers, and we'd play GoldenEye, and we just have a blast just playing at that Mario Kart. So it's very much a game of its time, and I think by the time the Wii came out, my brothers weren't into games as much at that point. I still was, but they weren't. So it's kind of like, yeah, I could get it and I could play it, but it's just not that same thing. You know what I mean?
Pretty much did was they took the title of GoldenEye and they slapped it on the cover of it, and like they recreated the first level, and then after that it just goes downhill. Like, you know what I mean? But Nicole Scherzinger did the soundtrack.
All right, cool, cool.
Yeah, which is awesome. Do you guys have any more questions for Bandit? He has a live stream to go to real soon. And we got Dreamwalker Fitness, another person that's going to be on Crimson Live in the future. We're doing good. You know, we're talking about a wide variety of stuff, you know, like from politics to religion to video games to sex to everything, you know.
Yeah, we do the most around here.
Dreamwalker, good. How are you? Welcome to the live stream. Nathan likes drums. I've never seen you before. Welcome. Red Hood or the Punisher?
Red Hood. I can't remember who Red Hood is actually. Red Hood, is that is that DC Red Hood?
Yeah, I picture kind of like, you know, like Red Riding Hood, but like a superhero.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Punisher because I'm not sure I remember who Red Hood is, but I think Red Hood's DC. I think Red Hood's like Robin from DC or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, I'll go with the Punisher. I'll go with the Punisher. I know the Punisher. I'll go with the Punisher.
And Creepy Crawler says mushy peas or curry sauce.
So say it again. And
mushy peas or curry sauce.
Okay, mushy peas. Okay. Why not both? I mean, you could have curry sauce or mushy peas. Why not? All right. If I had to choose, I'd probably go with curry sauce. But I mean, why not both? Really? You could have both.
And Vlog from the Box says mushy peas. What's mushy peas? I don't think we have that. We don't have that. No.
It's well, you have peas, right? Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have peas. It's just that, and they're just mashed up. That's literally what it is. It's peas that are mashed
I thought it was kind of like a recipe. You know, you add ingredients, and it's like, I don't know. There's a weird frosting on. I don't know. I thought of something.
You can buy peas already mashed. Though. You don't have to do it yourself. You can buy it already mashed and just cook it that way. But yeah, it's just literally mashed up peas or mushy. They call it mushy peas.
Creepy Crawler says they can't mix. Ew, dirty boy. LOL. They can't be touched. Ew.
Mushy peas are nice, man. Well, peas are nice, but yeah, when they're mushy, there's something about it, I guess.
And Yup, it's true. Says, Crimson's baby food. I could say, yeah. In North America, yeah, because now that I think about it, there's like a section they have mushy peas. Hey, badass, welcome to the live stream. I love spicy food. Are you a fan of spicy food?
Yes, love it, love it. Spicy the better, love it. Love spicy food.
Especially when you're on the bog and it like comes out the other end.
Hey, listen, if it's not burning on the way out, it's not spicy enough.
Like, it's tingling on your lips, it's tingling in your asshole. You know, you're having a great time eating this.
Wow, I mean, what's what you pay for, innit?
So in a way, it's kind of
listen, I don't come all this way from mild.
You know, I walked all this way. You better make my fucking ass tingle.
Exactly. Get my money's worth.
Exactly. What is your favorite? Oh my god! Don't ask me this. Okay, so here's another online or ongoing joke we have. I was on a panel the other day, and he asked me what my favorite type of pies are. And I'm on a channel that's like, you know, kind of like a PG family channel. And right away, I'm like, cream pies. And from there, we've been talking about different types of cream pies. And my friend does a cooking channel. We want her to make a cream pie, like, you know, like for one of her like vlogs. So yeah, he's just reminding us, what's your favorite type of pie?
Well, I'd have to go with probably steak and kidney pie. Maybe a good steak and kidney pie. Probably my favorite. I like apple pie too, but yeah, I think if I had to pick a favorite, good or Yorkshire pie. Between Yorkshire pie and steak and kidney pie, actually, you know, Yorkshire pie. Go Yorkshire pie. I'm gonna go with Yorkshire pie as my favorite. A good Yorkshire pie.
Oh my god, vlog. Does anyone want to buy my old vacuum cleaner? It's just gathering dust. That's vlog for you. Vlog from the bog.
No, well, I'm trying to sell my vacuum cleaner. It just sucks.
Mine has a great suction. You know, like it'll just stick on any place you put it. Oh my god, this has gone downhill really quick. Spicy food is like life. The decisions you make today will burn your ass tomorrow. Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And Soulless Trenchcoat asks, what's your favorite lotion? Oh my.
I don't know if it's my favorite, but the one I use the most is this. That makes
I love how you have lotion right there. You're just like, yo, this is my favorite here.
It's for dry skin moisture lotion. It's a pound at Morrison's, and you know, it serves me pretty well. I put it on my hands, and you know, moisturize my hands.
Sorry, Dreamwalker. You missed the informative part. You know what I mean? But now we're just kind of like talking shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I have Nivea for men. My skin gets dry too, given the fact that. But
yeah, that bit between like your thumb and your finger, that bit there, you gotta make sure that stays moisturized.
You gotta moisturize that for sure.
Yeah, if it goes all dry and white, and it's like
Chopped Liver Crims asked my question. I've been asking your question. What's your question? Babe Station, yes or no?
Nah, I don't. Nah.
Is that like porn?
Yeah. It's pretty much it's a channel in the UK that comes on. I haven't. I mean, I have watched it, but years ago. In my younger days when I was into that sort of thing. But these days, nah, it doesn't interest me. I mean, one thing, I don't really watch TV anyway, but yeah, even still, if I did, I wouldn't be watching that. It just doesn't, that whole thing doesn't interest me no more. So that's a no for me. But yeah, it was a station. It's not like hardcore porn, to be fair, but yeah, pretty much like, I think it's like some like call girls or something that you call up and they charge you like, I don't know, £5 a minute or some crap like that, whatever it is they charge. And then you talk to these girls on live TV.
Oh, it's one of those, and it's like if you pay, like they'll put you in like a private room and like you know, like they'll play
to some girl live on TV.
Oh, my phone's doing that thing again. It's not porn. It's just chicks in their. Oh, it's not porn. It's just chicks in their undies rolling around on a bed, muted volume, talking on the phone. Oh, it's like those commercials in North America. They're like, hi.
Okay.
I like young guys. Well,
in that case,
over here likes older gentlemen. So we have all the spectrums covered. Call now. Like
maybe Babe Station's changed a lot since I last watched it then. It used to be, like I said, it's not hardcore porn, but it was definitely more than just undies. But yeah, it's been a long time since I watched that channel, so maybe they've cleaned up a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. They don't take all their clothes off anymore. Just most of them.
I'm gonna say, you know, like, given the fact that it's a Hoover and like I'm trying everything at once, I'm gonna go with the Henry Hoover. What do you think, Vlog? What do you think about that? Because he's like Henry or Henrietta Hoover. I'm like, when in Rome, do what the Romans do, right? Gotta go.
I've only ever used a Henry Hoover. I have seen a Henrietta one around, but I've only ever used a Henry one myself. I'm assuming they're probably the same thing, just with a slight different design. But yeah, I've only ever used a Henry, so I can only vouch for Henry. Henry works pretty well. It's quite easy to use and easy to change. You know,
Exactly.
doesn't break too easy. Well, actually, my one did break, so I had to put some tape around the nose.
You have a great night. Yep, it's true. I can't wait to see your set. You know, Yep, it's true is starting out her YouTube channel, and she's making a set. She has this whole thing going on that she's going to surprise us with. I look forward to that. And Vlog from the Box says, Babe Station. I watched it all night once and not once did I see anything about the film Babe, but I'll keep watching.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with pigs at all. Well, that's a complete lie, isn't it? Babe Station, there's no pigs. Like, what the hell? You lied to me, man. You lied to me.
It's like that Babe Pig in the, you know, that movie with the talking pig. That's what I think of, like when you just said that. Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up real soon, guys. See you later. Yeah, bye, creepy. And yeah, do you have any last words? Any last words?
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you for having me, Mr. Crimson Fantasy. Let me be in your fantasy.
Oh, that was one of my questions. I was like, yeah, he has an intro for me, guys. Every time I come into the live stream, he goes, "Let me be in your fantasy." I hadn't said it. But yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, that song is called it's called "Let Me Be Your Fantasy." It's by Baby D. So for those who want to check it out, it's called Let Me Be Your Fantasy by Baby D. It's a dance track from like late 90s, I think, actually. But it's quite popular back in the day. Quite popular stream back in the day.
Yeah. And whenever I come to the stream, I'm like, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for my
Let me be your fantasy. Oh, so if I can get you can hear it now actually real quick. Where's it gone?
And there you go. There's my intro, guys. And Dreamwalker Fitness says, "Bro, that mic looks so professional. I feel like such a noob now."
It's all right. It's all right. I mean, it's probably no, it's not. It's not the most expensive microphone I have. That's that. It was at one time. It's not anymore. But it cost me £60, which is I guess about lower mid range ish, give or take. But yeah, it works pretty well. You know, I've had this for a while now. This is the second one of this that I bought. So the first one I bought did break, but it did last a while before it broke. So I just bought the same one again. But I like it. I think the sound quality is pretty good. It plugs directly into my computer, works pretty well. And yeah, when you attach this arm like this, yeah, it makes me look like I know what I'm doing. So I like it. I like it.
Everyone's saying like it was a great stream, and we enjoy each and every.
Thank you guys, man. Appreciate it.
Bandit will be you'll be seeing more of Bandit on my channel in the future for sure.
Yeah, man. God willing, I'll be back. In the meantime, though, if you don't mind, I'm gonna plug a few things. So yeah, I've got 3 channels. Check them all out, please. Bandit Haze, which is the comedy channel. So if you like to laugh, check out the comedy channel, Bandit Haze, youtube.com/Bandit Haze. I also do gaming/vlog channel, which is Haze Days, Days with an S, so HAZEDAYS. And also in maybe about 10-15 minutes, I'll be live streaming over on that channel. So if you're around, come check me out there. And I also have a piano channel where I'm learning to play piano, practicing piano, and that is Haze Plays, HAZEPLAYS. So it's practice videos and things like that up there. So yeah, if you like piano, if you like to watch somebody not be very good at piano and get a little bit better as time goes on, then yeah, please check it out. Please check out all the things I do. Hit that sub button if you like what I'm doing. Hit that notification bell if you really like what I'm doing. And yeah, thank you guys for the question.
I'm turned.
Hey man. Gotta get them views, man. Gotta get them views.
His link is in the description, guys. I'm gonna put all 3 channels, but I have Haze, Bandit Haze, like the first one. So yeah, I'll put all 3 in the description for sure.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. But yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Bandit is frosty. I appreciate that, soul. But yeah, thank you guys for the questions. Thank you, Crims, for having me on. Yeah, we've been talking about this for a while, so it's good to finally do it. And yeah, man.
Yeah,
it's been good.
The strike kind of delayed the interviews. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, We'll be seeing a lot more interviews soon, guys. Take it
Yes,
easy.
sir.